The earth is cracking open in Libya. Hey folks, massive cracks are emerging on the surface in the Al Abu Aisha area, in the Subiya municipality, south of the capital, where huge rifts are forming in the ground. In the middle of March 2024, large, unexplained cracks in the land of Libya are prompting an investigation. Just in the Tripoli area, the earth is opening up and cracks have suddenly appeared in the agricultural region, causing alarm among the local population. In response, the Libyan government has initiated an investigation by sending specialized geological teams from the Ministry of Local Governance to conduct thorough studies of the affected areas, focusing especially on agricultural lands. These enormous cracks are 15 meters long and about 4 meters wide, as reported by residents of a farm in the Espia district. The Libyan Ministry of Environment stated in a release that an affiliated group visited the area and closely examined the phenomenon of earth cracks, and mentioned that a report is being prepared to be issued to the competent authorities to ascertain their causes and the extent of their danger. A more likely cause of these huge cracks could be underground extraction in this region, as Libya heavily relies on groundwater, which accounts for over 97% of the water used in the country. This reliance is particularly pronounced in agricultural regions, where groundwater serves as a fundamental resource for irrigation due to the lack of surface water resources. This overexploitation can reduce the outflow of water to the sea, and these factors could, perhaps, potentially contribute to the formation of cracks in the earth. But these would be enormous cracks, as the removal of groundwater can lead to the sinking or collapse of overlying soil and rock layers. Furthermore, the entire country is facing water-related challenges. Overexploitation of water can degrade soil quality. It is not accurately known whether these cracks are due to water exploitation. It is somewhat curious to mention that the region has suffered drought for 20 years and rainfall was not at required levels. This has caused damage to nearby olive groves. Unfortunately, the region has suffered phenomena that may result from earthquakes or also from geological factors since ancient times. Now this new land opening is calling on authorities to determine the exact cause, as something similar, but in greater quantity, is happening in the Horn of Africa, with a huge crack separating the Horn of Africa from the rest of the continent. In a small rural town in southwestern Kenya, which is located 50 kilometers from Nairobi, a week of rain arrived, but something very different also happened, and that is that the land began to open up. Local residents who were very close said they heard noises during the night, noises coming from the earth's interior. Farmers' wives began screaming to retrieve belongings. The next day, when they went to see, they noticed huge cracks that appeared near their homes. These cracks began to open almost in a straight line. So they said that if you see a crack heading towards you, you should get out of its way immediately, as the earth can continue to open along its path. Now the huge fissure is several kilometers long and is linked to the tectonic fault known as the East African Rift Valley. According to geologists, this rift is a sign that in tens of millions of years, this rift could split Africa in two. Geologists have said that this rift is unique on the planet because it allows the observation of different stages of fissuring in real time. The damages made by this fracture could have occurred about 30 million years ago, and since then, it has been spreading southward towards Zimbabwe at an average of 2.5 to 5 centimeters per year. And when it breaks, that could form a new ocean. Of course, over a period of tens of millions of years, the seabed will advance along the entire crack. Indeed, experts are showing us that Libya is also becoming a subject of study. The authorities in Libya have mentioned that their investigations will study the fissures to identify all the sites with holes to find the geological nature, and if it could be droughts under the ground or geological faults. I hope this information has been helpful to you. Subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.